A show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. Today we have a full house of the Lions Club of Tertola here with us. We have Daffodil Sampson and we have Mr. Newton, Mr. Hesketh Newton. It's so good to see you.
Thanks very much.
All right. Today we want to be talking about what the Lions Club is doing for... sometimes it's very confusing to see how to describe it and not be offensive, but persons who are differently abled. And you guys have organized a major event for that. So let's talk about that. Start with you, Mr. Newton.
Yes, well, my name is Hesketh Newton and I've been a member of the Lions Club from 1981 until
you're a veteran in
inception,
this.
so
yeah.
thereabout. And to speak about the special games, as taken from my notes here, the Lions and Lear Clubs of Tortola pioneered the special games for the differently abled children, coming out of our Lions World Service Day Luncheon project with the children of both Charlotte School and BVI services. So these are schools that no longer really exist.
Mm-hmm.
But those are schools that have been working with rather, from during the course of their tenure. So during 1999, Lionistic year, the club held its first special meet at the Altius Catliff School grounds and continued in 2000 Lionistic year. During the Lionistic year 2001, Valley Sounds Lion Club held their Olympic Games jointly with Tortola Lions Club on Virgin Gorda. Following on, the special games continued, hosted by Lions and Leo Clubs of Tortola, with a joint participation of the Valley Sounds Lions Club annually until 2016.
Okay, so the last games we had was in 2016.
2016, that's...
Yes, and then Hurricanes Irma and Maria happened in 2017. And so since then, we've had none.
No games.
So the decision to come back with this, if you can speak to it a little bit, Daffodil, you know, what does that mean for the club to be working and showcasing the talents of persons who are differently abled?
Okay. This project goes, as you can see, the project goes back a long time, and it's at the heart of Lions. Is something that is a project that, and it's an initiative that we really we've been trying to bring back since the hurricanes, and last year was the first attempt to start working on getting it back together, because our special needs community, they do not get the attention that they deserve. And a lot of these sports, the activities, they cannot participate. So we wanted to create something special for them where they'll compete with each other, they'll enjoy the activity, the sporting activity, the camaraderie. And I've heard, I haven't experienced the games. I've read, I've seen all of the photos, and I've heard from Lions like Lion Hesketh and Lion Calvin how special the games have been to Lions and to the students. We're partnering Eslin Henley and also a number of other organizations who are facilitating. So we'll have trophies, we'll have medals, and they'll have they'll have their own shirts. So it's gonna be an official sporting activity. So they're gonna be competing. They've been practicing. I can tell you that they are ready and they've been ready. And we just want the public to come out and support, to cheer them on, you know, because being an athlete, you know that there will be a lot of pressure, but also being a person who's differently abled, we have tug of war races, we have 50 meters, and I can tell you from the from the videos that I've seen from past games and also the photos that I've seen, you can see the joy and the smiles, and when they're receiving their medals, when they're receiving their trophies,
being awarded for an accomplishment.
Yes, in those moments, it is not evident that they are differently abled, and that is what we want to bring to the special needs community. We want to make sure that we highlight the need to make sure that we pay special attention to our community.
Yeah. You know, when you would have said, you know, they would have, in that moment, they're not differently able, I would say in their eyes, they see us as differently able,
yes.
And in our eyes, so it's, you know, it's just
it's relative,
differently, you know, in different way for different groups.
Yes.
Mr. Newton, you would have experienced the games of the past.
Yes.
What are some of your fondest recollections of those days?
Well, the races in particular, because it's real competition, and to work with these kids, you know, is phenomenal, because they you know, we throw all they have into it, and they're looking forward to be the first at the finishing line. So you could imagine the energy that, you know, they bring with them, and the energy that they put out, you know, during that those meets. So we have had a very, very good performance from the differently abled children. And as a matter of interest, the initiative came out as the Lions and Leo Club realized that differently abled children were not participating in the public and private school sports they meet. As you know, they had not had the opportunity to participate in that meet.
Yeah, they sit in the bleachers and they look on.
And they look on.
Now I can do, you know, and they,
so now that they have an opportunity now to actually physically, you know, perform, run, and, you know, participate in all the races, and of course, like Lion President mentioned, receiving their medals and their trophies, you know, is the highlight of them. So they look forward to this, and, you know, we just had to make sure that we have it on the Lions calendar, and that this would come off. For example, the first Lion Emerson Jones and myself, we tasked with the initiative of moving forward these games. And the club was already working with the children of Fort Charlotte School and the BVI services. So we had already communications with the children, and we knew some of them and so forth. So when we put together this initiative, it was very well received by the children. In the actual Lions World Service Day annual luncheon project was one of the highlights that we had during those years with the children prior to the games. And then out of that initiative, then came the games, because once we gather for the luncheon, then the children will have so much energy and they're running and moving and going around. And we said, a few Lions got together and we said, look, these children, you know, need to have somewhere where they can perform, receive trophies and so forth. And the initiative came out that we should look into an Olympic, and then it came down to, you know, we do a special games, which seemed to be more fitting. So then we fitted in there, and then out of that came the special games. So in lieu of the luncheon project, then the special games was introduced.
awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
But I wish I could still get the luncheon and the
We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
but one thing I would love persons who have family members
Yes.
or relatives with persons who are somewhat differently able,
Yeah.
not to tell them that they cannot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a personal example of this. I have one of my daughters who only has a heel on one of her foot. She doesn't have the flat in the toes.
Okay.
And from nursery school, and there is school sports, and there is the modeling and stuff at nursery school, and her teachers keep telling, she's putting herself up to participate, and they kept telling her she can't, she can't, she can't. I remember she came home crying, saying that
Yes.
she wants to run for school sports.
Yes.
I went that day to the school sports with her, and I said, she's gonna run.
Yeah.
What do you like? She beat them who had toes.
Yes.
She won against them. So don't tell them that they can't. When it's
Yes.
time for graduation and they had the modelings, because that very foot was badly burned from the top down, they told her she can't do the modeling and don't go, children gonna laugh. For my daughter went on the stage.
Okay.
And she flaunted and got a special prize.
Okay.
So don't tell them that they can't. Don't make them feel that
Yes.
they are any less than.
Absolutely.
And I so want to applaud the Lions Club for making sure that after so many years you can bring this back.
Yes.
Is this going to be only for children, or we can get some adult races? We know. We know.
We did invite a few other schools, so our main partner would be Eslin Henley School, and we do have some other schools participating and some other persons. So as the day progress, what we plan to do is, depending on who decides to participate, or the persons would be in attendance, but decide whether or not they decide to participate, if the older persons, then we can have the same races, but in a different age category, so that the children would race according to their age with each other. And that you mentioned there just now, Kathy, that's one of the things that we're trying to do as Lions, to raise awareness, to show the public that our children can do every single thing or anything that they set their mind to.
Yep.
And we just need to provide the forum. We just need to make sure we have the programs and the facilities for them to be able to do so.
If you have the facilities for persons who we consider normal,
Yes.
we have the facilities for
Yes,
them, because
yes.
they can exist
Yes.
with just some extra little care and little
Yes,
amenities.
absolutely.
If we could learn, and look at some persons who were differently able, and they are in certain working environment.
Yes.
They're doing the job sometimes even better
Better.
than others.
Yes.
So we should not limit
Yes.
them in any ways. So I'm so happy that this is happening.
Yes.
When is it?
October 14th. This is this weekend on Saturday. Yes, it's at Saturday, 10 a.m. and we're gonna be there until around 2 p.m. So we have a number of races. We'll be providing we have vendors coming in to serve me, so you don't have to worry about whether or not you're gonna get some water, some food. We have vendors coming in, and we'll be providing for the children the persons that are participating in the games. We'll be providing special meals for them as well too. So Saturday, October 14th. 10 a.m. Make sure that you are at A.O. Shirley Recreational Grounds for our Lions Special Games, and come out, cheer on our children, ensure that they know that they have our support.
Exactly, because they'll be in the bleachers cheering you on.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's time to do the same for them.
Yes.
Is there an entrance fee?
No, it's
It's
completely
free for all.
free. Because we want to make sure that we are able to provide that support.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So apart from that, seeing that we have 2 minutes,
Okay.
run down what else the Lions Club is doing in this season.
Oh, we've been very busy, Kathy. I'm sure you would have seen. We try to stay up. On the 21st of October at 6:30, we'll be hosting our 3rd annual Taste and Serve BVI. This is where we partner with Caribbean Cellars, and then we have 5 wines and 5 canapes, and we pair these together, and we have an educational session as to how wine and food interact, and how wine can change the flavoring. So it will be a really great session. We have an auction which will have a lot of community partners, businesses donating items for us to auction, because we are trying to raise funds for an eye screening initiative that we'll be hosting next year in April of 2024. Yes, earlier in this calendar year, we would have screened about 80% of children, school-age children on Tortola in the BVI public schools. And we found through that, and we always partner with Tortola Vision. Dr. O'Neill, he's been working with us for a number of years. And we found that about 35% of the children in the schools have a visual impairment. They either cannot see past a certain line, or at least there's been detected that there's a problem with their eyes. And we haven't been able to do much to solve the issue. And that's where we're about to take the next step. Yes, we're having a team. Yes, we're raising funds. We're having a team of volunteers coming into the BVI. We're partnering with Dr. O'Neill again as the ophthalmologist, and we're going to screen approximately 2,500 persons over a course of 1 week. And that would be all school-age children within the BVI, and also all senior citizens, because we want to make sure as well, we're trying to take care of our vulnerable populations. We want to make sure that we get the eye screen, and any person that needs glasses will be providing the glasses for free.
Lions will be providing that
in partnership. Yes, with
the sponsors.
Yes, with the sponsors, with Vosh International. They'll be traveling down to Tortola with Tortola Vision. We want to ensure, because we found that visual impairment is one of the 5 leading causes of children not performing well in school.
Yes.
And this Lion Year, we want to make sure that we are serving our legacy by taking care of our elderly, and we are shaping our future.
You want to make sure that the lion roars.
Yes. So we'll be all the proceeds from Taste and Serve would be placed into to fund that project. And
when is Taste and Serve?
Taste and Serve is on 21st, Saturday the 21st of October at 6 p.m. and it's at Prime.
It's at Prime.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And we're having a Hollywood red carpet night, so you can come up glammed up to the your best self. And we're gonna have a red carpet event. It's gonna be entertaining, and we're gonna, every entertaining activity we have a section of it that actually takes care of our community. So our auction and any proceeds from that event is gonna go towards our eye screening initiative next year.
Awesome. This is so great to know that you guys are doing this.
Yes.
How much for tickets for the
tickets are $100, only $100.
If you got 20 to put to it, make it, because we want all those kids to get the glasses that they need.
Yes, eyeglasses are very expensive, and not everyone can afford to even replace every year or afford a pair of eyeglasses, and that's vision has been one of the 5 global causes of Lions International going back to the 1900s, and it's been a part of our mission here, Lions Club of Tortola. So we just want to make sure we take care of our population and we fill the needs. And we're also partnering with Breast Cancer Society, and we are raising awareness for breast cancer. So we have a number of initiatives along that line. We've already done the walk with breast cancer. A few of us came out, and we had an event last night at our general meeting where we had a speaker that spoke about hair loss in breast cancer patients and solutions and things like that. So we continue our education throughout the month, and we partner with Breast Cancer Society because they are the foundation when it comes to educating persons about the different types of cancers. That's the number one, the go-to person. So we don't try to come in and reinvent the wheel. We just support where we can and provide the support and partner where we can.
And before we even got on set, Mr. Newton, we were talking about cancers, and particularly as it relates to men, breast and prostate
cancer.
Any word to the male population as it relates to making sure that they take care of their health?
Well, I'll just ask all men to make sure you get tested regularly, because prostate cancer seems to just lay dormant and you think all is well, and all in a sudden it would break loose. So men, please get yourself tested on a regular basis. The screening, we know the Red Cross is still doing the prostate cancer screening, so when that opportunity comes around, please go ahead and make sure you give yourself some time, take some time off, and get screened and check on it, because it's nothing to be happy about.
Yes.
I would just like to reiterate that the Lions are back, the special needs games are back with the Lions.
Yes.
And we look forward to, with a bang, and we look forward to everyone coming out on October 14th, Saturday, and our children will be there ready to go. I would be there personally also cheering on the children and making sure that they just simply enjoy that day, and they just simply give it their best, which I know they will.
Yes.
And we also had the parents, invite all the parents who can come out, the general public, and show support, because although these kids are differently abled in whatever ways, they are still our kids, and they are still part of us, and we need to, in fact, just be there for them.
Yes.
We need, in fact, to be there for them, and once we are there for them, they would excel.
Yes.
Oh, even more. Even more. So we got it 3 in 1. The 14th, yes, we coming out to the A.O. Shirley ground in numbers to cheer these kids on. I think we got 1 and 2 adults race as well. Come with your horns and your bells and everything, and let's scream for them, cheer them on to the finishing line. And then on the 21st, we put in on our dad. Who knows about that term? Dad. We got to just put our dad dress for a red carpet event that is going to take care of a major project. I can't salute you enough for this initiative. Over 2,000 you're looking at?
2,500.
2,500 screenings they're looking to do. And of all of those who would require eyeglasses will be provided. So let's support that initiative. That initiative costs just $100 per ticket, and if you wish to dash in 20 more, that's fine. It's going to be at Prime
Prime Restaurant.
Yes, that's in the heart of Road Town. Daffodil, Mr. Newton, thank you for sharing this information. Come again whenever you need to, because we need everyone to know and see the importance of service organizations in our territory. Don't wear that yellow jacket just for we're sake. We wear it because we serve.
We serve.
We serve, and then we
Thank
you so much.
Thank you for having us.
We've been doing a spectacular job in serving over the years, and it is very heartwarming to me to see that the younger Lions are taking the initiative forward and even going beyond where we were. So this is very commendable.
Yes. So you can rock back and say, yes, we're making an impact. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for joining us for this edition of The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
but with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life.
We will live well.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.